Meghan and Harry excitedly signed a new positive strategy for 2023, but were immediately thrown in the trash. Restoring damage to the royal family is impossible. Hello, friends. Welcome to Breaking Royal News about the notorious hypocritical couple Harry and Meghan Markle on our Kate Middleton and the Queen News version 2 channel. According to analysts, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle intend to change their strategy and cease criticizing the royal family. In the upcoming months, they are anticipated to usher in a new era and stop openly disparaging the royal family. In order to focus on their future, Prince Harry and Meghan, who have been residents of the U.S. for over 3 years, will carve out new endeavors, strengthen their Archwell brand, and distance themselves from the firm. In the wake of their decision to leave their positions as senior members of the firm at the beginning of 2020, Harry and Meghan have made several personal remarks about the royal family. They made shocking accusations during their famed 2021 sit-down interview with Oprah Winfrey, and the two have continued to build on this with their most recent Netflix docuseries, Harry's memoir Spare, and his promotional interviews. But according to reports, Harry's book is the last of the Sussexes' endeavors to look back. The Duke reportedly told ITV's Tom Bradby that now we can focus on looking forward, and I'm thrilled about that, after finishing his book. Commentators undoubtedly concur and think that the pair will try to build a fresh reputation for themselves, independent of the drama of their disagreement with the royal family. The goal of such a strategy will be to repair their relationship with Harry's family and boost their reputation. The pair will turn toward future initiatives, according to royal expert Afua Hagen, which will be more on their fresh content and less about what occurred to them in the past, including helping charitable causes and constructing Archwell. She said that future interviews will center on these new initiatives and that it would not be necessary to discuss the royal family in the same manner as the past. She did, however, warn that inquiries concerning their ties to the royal family will inevitably come up in future interviews, but she doesn't think the Sussexes would reveal that information, as they are aware that the amount of attacks is wearing thin on the public. Ms. Hagen emphasized that Harry and Meghan needed to put their differences behind them and move on with their lives, adding, "They cannot continually revisit the past indefinitely. It will just be painful." However, according to PR specialist Shannon Peerless, the Sussexes won't ever be able to completely avoid the attention surrounding their association with the royal family. She said, "While Harry and Meghan's drama may soon come to an end, the royal quarrel will regrettably continue to follow them for a very long time. Even if they reconcile, which is undoubtedly possible, the rumor mill will always be in motion because of how much attention will be paid to them all." Ms. Peerless from branding firm 10 Yetis agreed that the Sussexes must move on, but wasn't sure if doing so will improve or harm their reputation moving ahead. According to YouGov's Royal Family Opinion Tracker, Meghan and Harry's popularity has suffered since they resigned as senior members of the royal family, and the Duke's memoir has further lowered their ratings. Harry had a net favorable rating of 51%, only 2 months before their decision to withdraw. This decreased to 20% after Megxit, negative 25% after the Oprah interview, and most recently, it sank to negative 44%. Meghan's standing has also suffered. She had a net positive of 20% in November 2019, which fell to negative 11% in January 2020, and is presently at negative 46%. Americans are also becoming bored of the couple's constant criticism of the firm, but royal historian Marlene Koenig claimed that their rebranding depends on legally changing their names. She advised that the pair take a cue from Prince Edward, the Queen's youngest son, who used this strategy when he was in charge of Ardent Productions in the 1990s. Without using his royal title, he was referred to as Edward Windsor in the credits. Koenig stated, "It would be much more logical and less stressful if they chose to use Harry and Meghan Sussex, or Harry and Meghan Mountbatten Windsor, for instance. If Harry and Meghan made the decision to pursue such a course of action on their own, it would signal to the UK and to the firm that they are separating from their royal ties and are ready to cease profiting from them," according to the expert. The royal archivist continued, "To start a new life in America, they must go beyond simply being their titles and their connections. Ms. Hagan is convinced that Harry does wish to mend fences with his family about their connection with the royal family, and feels that this depends on an apology from the royal family, as well as an admission of fault by the Sussexes." Apologies from the royal family to Harry and Meghan, as well as the responsibility on both sides, more responsibility from the royal family for the wrongs they have committed and continued, are necessary for reconciliation, according to Ms. Hagan. The commentator mentioned that the Duke is particularly eager for his brother, Prince William, to apologize for his actions. Harry claimed that William physically abused him in his autobiography, Spare. Ms. Hagan thinks an apology is necessary for the family to move on, but Harry will still be able to attend his father's coronation in May. However, the damage has already been done. They can grow wings and halos, but nothing can erase their hurt to the royal family, British people, Commonwealth, and many more. They sent the Queen and Prince Philip to their graves, thinking the world saw them as racist. Both had their deaths hastened by the hurt inflicted by these two. No amount of trying to erase that past will erase that past from history and people's minds. Their current attempt to rebrand themselves is clearly an attempt to grasp onto their titles and connection to the royal family for greed's sake. They are desperate for money. They are playing on the weakness of King Charles. Hopefully, William will not bend and see to it his father is not played for a fool. I think they sense the tide is turning, not just in the UK, but in the US too. Harry has seriously embarrassed himself and his wife with this book, and now with the virginity story being all across the media, no wonder they want to try to deflect attention away from what they've said and done. It is all too late. They could have stopped after Oprah, but they kept on and on and on. There's nothing new that they can do to undo the damage and show us what they are really made of. The damage of what they've done to themselves, vile, gross, greedy, and needy, just goes away for good. Harry and Meghan are so deeply rooted in toxicity, deception, loose tongues that tell all, and complete distrust will be years before they may ever see a glimpse of positive change to their irreparable reputations, let alone any forgiveness for their many offenses towards the royal family. This so-called new change of direction means nothing. What do you think about Harry and Meghan's innovation strategy? Let us know your thoughts below in the comment section. We hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this newsletter. See you in the next videos. Goodbye.